Well, hey guys, glad you're back. And today we're going to do a quick review of Milwaukee's Big Hog Dozer Kit. I won't call it a dozer kit, but it is a hole saw kit. So we're going to call that the Big Hog Hole Saw Kit. Okay, so everybody or a lot of us have got experience with hole saws. I've got what seems like 100 of them. But I don't have anything like this. This is something completely different, and you'll see, and I'll zoom in on these here in just a moment, but these have large carbide teeth that are welded on. This comes in a Milwaukee PACKOUT compact box, and very nice boxes on their own, but this kit actually comes with foam insert. Everything's cut out to fit each individual hole saw, your pilot bits, and we'll go over those in more detail here in just a minute. And but anyway, this is great. Throw it on your PACKOUT system, lock it in, and go. You know, if you don't have the PACKOUT system outside of this purchase here, this just makes a great travel box. I think it's one of the best on the market, maybe the best on the market, this Milwaukee PACKOUT. I don't have much experience with the PACKOUT system. I have a lot of experience with the DeWalt, Tough system. But this Milwaukee PACKOUT, it is really something else. But back to the kit. Let me zoom in here and we'll take a little closer look. So really what we're looking at here are a fresh new design by Milwaukee. These hole saws have a very thick wall on them. And I suppose that is to allow for these large exits here on the side. And if you'll look here, try to get a little closer, that is a large piece of carbide that is welded on here and ought to make for great cutting. We're fixing to find out. But your most common sizes, I suppose, here. And first, let's start with the part number for this kit, which is 49-56-9295. And that is a 9-piece kit. Do I have that right? Yep, 9-piece kit. And you're looking at a 2 1/8, which I have spooled up here on our machine. We're going to do our testing with. And of course, we have the 2 9/16 to follow. And following that is our 3-inch and our 3 5/8 and 4 5/8. So again, that also is translated to 54 millimeter, 65 millimeter, 76 millimeter, 92 millimeter, and 118 millimeter. So these are designed to go through cement board, shingles, plaster, wood with nails, for example. It says here it will cut 1,000 more nails. I suppose over a standard hole saw, I'm guessing. That 9-piece kit also includes 3 pilot bits, actually. One I have spooled up on the machine, which is a 3/8 spade bit. It comes with a spare 3/8 spade bit. I can show you there. As well as what they are calling a multi-material pilot bit, which is basically a rock bit. States that it is carbide tipped, and we'll experiment with this multi-material bit here in just a minute on some fiberboard. So it says it here is the largest carbide teeth on the market for any hole saw, and I'm really excited about these. This is a very nice set. I'll definitely put these through the ringer, and for it to include the Milwaukee PACKOUT box with the foam insert, cutouts. That's a nice bonus. So let's put this thing to work and see just how well it cuts holes in a old hard 2x6. What we have here is a 2 1/8, and we are going to punch a couple of holes, and then I will grab the 4 5/8 and use this drill machine on speed 2 to punch a hole. And finally, I will change out the center bit to what they're calling the multi-bit and run it through some fiberboard, cement backer board, and just see how clean of a hole it will punch. So here goes. We've got it on speed 2. We're going to let the weight of the drill machine do most of the drilling here. I'll put a little down pressure on it, and that's all. So here goes. I gotta admit, that's pretty stout. All right, I'm gonna change out bits and we'll go from there. Okay, here we go with the 4 5/8. Well, there you have it. See how I kill the battery on that. Let's see. Oh, it's easy to remove the plug. Let's go ahead and do it again. Wow, that's it. All right, well, folks, well, you've seen it here. Milwaukee BIGHAWG Carbide teeth, and man, I'm telling you, those are some large pieces of carbide. Man, this is really, really nice. Really nice. So let's jump over to the fiber board. I'll change out the center bit. I'll put a different hole saw on there, and we'll go from there. All right. One thing I didn't mention was this Arbor. It's very easy to change out your spade bit for the multi-purpose bit. Okay. See if I can zoom in there. Okay, so this takes an 1/8 of an inch hex key. Okay, right in there. You just back that off a hair. Try to line up the flat side here with the hex screw, and we're just going to tighten that down. Again, that's an 1/8 of an inch hex key. Okay, that's all there is to it. Very simple design. So you just start threading this on here, or onto a your hole saw. Start threading it on there until it won't go any farther, and slightly adjust to where these holes will line up to the nearest holes. Slide it up in there, and then all you're going to do at that point is turn this here and run it all the way up. Okay, and it don't even have to be super tight or anything. So it's got a rubber O-ring in here, and I know the focus is terrible. It's got a rubber O-ring in here, which is nice because you can run that sucker up there. And you can get it on there. You can get it on there as tight as you want, but and even once you put torque on it, running a couple of holes, this thing still backs off real easy. So might take a wrench, but it don't take hardly any torque at all to back that nut off. So now 7/16 quick change. I don't have a 7/16 quick change. Everything I have is your standard chuck, although I will probably get a chuck to replace the standard chuck for this quick change. It's just too handy. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this thing reinstalled on our drill machine and set up for some backer board, and we'll punch a couple holes. All right, folks, well, here we are. This will be the last test, and I have the multi-bit in. I'm going to go ahead and go through both a 2x6 and into our cement board and just see what she can do. So here we are with the 2 1/8 again, and we got her spooled up with our drill machine on speed 2. All right, here we go. We'll punch 2 or 3 holes. Always remove the battery. So this plug will come out. Now, normally I'd use a screwdriver, but it's going to be pretty easy. So here we go. Let's do her again. Remove this plug, do one more. Tell you what, we'll do one more through the wood and the fiberboard. We'll do one just through the fiberboard. See how it starts. It's pretty impressive. It's definitely better than your standard hole saw. And I tell you what, if you're going to be doing a bunch of this, you know, this drill machine is a stud and joist drill, and if you're going to be punching a lot of big holes, especially overhead, it's nice to have a bit that's going to do it and do it with speed and do a clean hole as well. I'll bring this board and fiberboard up to the camera so you can see just how clean the holes are. So let's do one through the fiberboard itself. I have no doubt that it'll do it. I just want to know how. I want to see how clean of a hole it'll do through just fiberboard. Okay. All right. And the fiberboard plugs just fall right out, so I will bring that just a little bit closer. Okay, so here's how clean those holes come out. You can see in the 2x6. Okay. And then on the fiberboard. So the bottom 3 there had the concrete, or excuse me, had the 2x6 on top. The one there was without. All of them are really clean cuts. So, see the back side. Sorry for the bump in the camera. Here's the back side. So on the fiberboard, I don't expect any blowout. Here's the back side of the 2x6. So, I mean, there's really no blowout. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes it. I hope this will help you make a more informed purchase, and I hope you will consider the Milwaukee kit for your next hose saw purchase needs. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.